Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast. And guess what? We don't have a front coming through. It is absolutely beautiful out here today. It's a Friday. Chad and I are taking one of Chad's business associates out. We've had an incredible day so far. Caught a ton of big snapper, grouper. The winds have laid down. This is the windiest it's been all of today. Pretty much glass most of the day. This weekend's going to be the same exact way. Perfect tides, especially for grouper and snapper, but you've got a nice incoming tide right now for inshore. But it's been awesome, and finally, we don't have a front coming through. And I think it's going to be in the mid to high 80s this weekend, which is going to be really nice. So if you have a chance to get out on the water, get out on the water. Turn off the phones. Turn off the news.
Turn off the news. Get rid of the news.
Yes. Just ignore it and get out on the boat and enjoy the time that you have with your family. Like I said, it's just going to be a beautiful weekend. So I just want to get that out there. So let's go ahead and talk about what the other thing. I apologize for missing last Friday's fishing forecast. But as I said in the live video, you didn't miss much simply because it blew all weekend long. So let's go ahead and get into this, and let's talk about this weekend's forecast. Okay, for the tides on Saturday, we have a high tide at 6:27 a.m. and then we have a low tide at 10:39 a.m. and then we have a high tide at 5:03. That's on Saturday. So that tide between 6:30 and 11:30 is going to be really slow, which it was today, and we did really well on the snapper. We caught, I think our biggest snapper in the boat is about 21, 22 inches today. Caught a ton of nice ones, caught some really nice grouper. So the bite has been really good. The bite was really good with the big snapper right in that minor feeding time. And the minor feeding time for Saturday is going to be 11:22 to 12:22. And let me preference this. That minor feeding time, we were catching most of our fish on cut bait. But as soon as that minor time started, that's when he caught the 21, 22 inch snapper. And then it was big fish after big fish after big fish. And by I think it was 11:40, it was almost like the bite shut off on the live bait. We were catching a lot of them on live bait, and then it shut off on live bait and went back to cut bait. And it was amazing in that hour time frame, in that minor feeding time. It was one right after the other. And we're still catching fish. I mean, oh, come on, Tony. So if you're going to go out and grouper and snapper fish, I would hit that slow tide between 6:30 and 10:30. And then as soon as that tide starts to kind of turn to come in, which what it's going to do, it's going to take a long time to start to come in. So you're going to hit that minor when that tide is really slow. So that is going to be the tide to fish, especially for grouper and snapper. But as soon as that tide starts coming in, if you want to go inshore and fish inshore, I would highly recommend doing that. But if you want to stay out here, the tide's not moving too bad, so it's not overly strong. So we can get our baits to the bottom still with no issue. So let's go to Sunday. Okay, Sunday we have, unless you're Tony, is that what you said?
Yes, yeah.
That's funny. Tony's been having a hard time. On Sunday we have a low tide or a high tide at 8:30 a.m. and a low tide at 12:54 a.m. So there's a very long period to where it's a very slack tide. And then you have another low tide at 9:54. So for an hour and a half, it's flat. And then from 9:54 to 5:45, the tide is coming in, but it's not a very strong tide. So the minor feeding time on Sunday is 12:09 to 1:09. So in that time period is when I would really concentrate on fishing that minor feeding time from 12:09 to 1:09. Now on Saturday, the winds are going to be light pretty much for the majority of the day until late in the evening, and then they bump up to about 10, but it's supposed to be 5 to 10 during the whole day, mainly out of the east. So that's going to be a good, nice, flat, calm day. When we get into Sunday, same thing. 5 to 10, actually under 10, out of the east, southeast. Another great wind day. So you don't have anything to worry about weather-wise. So if you can get out on the boat, get out on the boat. Also, with this whole coronavirus scare. Now I know a lot of people are taking it seriously, as you should, and but don't let everything overhype everything. You know, this media is saying a lot of stuff, and you know, being able to get out with friends like this and go have fun and you know, take precautions, of course. You know, the more fish slime you get on you, the better you are, because you're protecting yourself from the coronavirus. Don't take that seriously. But if you do have a chance and you want to get away from the coronavirus, and let's say that you maybe plan a vacation, or you were going to plan a cruise, or take off to see family, and for some reason you're just not going to do it now, and you have this money stockpiled up that you were going to spend on these vacations and all these other things, maybe you should go take a look at a boat at Sunray Marine. This is what we bought from Sunray Marine.
Or just send it to me.
Or send it to you.
Yeah, put it in an envelope.
No. So if you want to take that money and put it towards a down payment on a boat, I highly recommend it, because it gets you out on the water. And it's almost like a mini vacation, except for when you're fishing with Chad. Then it's like babysitting.
One of us is on vacation.
You. But if you have a chance, go by Sunray Marine. They have 7 different lines of boats. If you're looking for a pontoon boat, if you're looking for a bay boat, a flats boat, an offshore boat, they've got them all. Our Sea Pros are there. There's one of the most popular boats that they sell is the 248. So if you get a chance, go by there, take a look at any of the boats that they have in inventory. They have 2 locations, one in Holiday and one in Largo. I'll put up the locations at the end so you can stop by there. But anyway, again, the Friday fishing forecast this weekend is looking awesome.
There's actually a forecast.
There's actually a forecast without it going, oh, it's going to blow, it's going to blow, it's going to blow. But again, we just want to say thank you to everybody for all of the support. The boat show over the last weekend was absolutely insane. We ran out of everything all 3 days, jig-wise, and I was building jigs at 2:45 in the morning on Saturday morning. I thought I had enough to be able to last us for the day, and no. We lasted till before 12 o'clock. We were sold out of jigs. So we got our new shirts in. If you can't, right before Fish More, Catch More. He's got a big billboard back here, though. So if you're looking for shirts, these are the breathable, moisture-wicking shirts. They're comfortable as all get out.
Real soft.
Real soft. The printing is awesome. We love the company we're working with that. And so if you're looking for jigs, you're looking for chum boxes, you're looking for bait cutters, rods, reels, our braided line is still on its way. It's coming from China, so you know how that whole thing is going. I appreciate everybody with the orders, and that's what we're waiting on right now to fulfill your orders, is the braided line. So thank you for your patience on that. We finally got all the components back in for the jigs. So any of the orders that we have right now, we will be sending out tonight and tomorrow. So again, thank you. Chad, you got anything to interject?
No, I'm just ready to catch another fish.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We got a boat coming.
Retying Tony.
Retying Tony again. So,
we got a boat coming.
Good luck this weekend. If you're going out on the water, go out and enjoy it. Get yourself away from everything. Until next time, we will see you on this fishing video that we're doing right now, where we caught a ton of good snapper. I talk about how to cast net and catch bait in deep water applications, and talk about all kinds of different things, just really emphasizing some different things that happened to us today. So you're going to want to tune in to that video itself. Again, thank you and good luck.